Hello my stitching friends! In today's video I would like to share with you 10 cross-stitch projects I would like to stitch this winter season. And the first project that I would like to show called The Three Wise Men. I still have a lot of Christmas mood and I would like to keep it for a little while, at least for the beginning of January. And I think this is very beautiful ornament and it would look really nice. I see it already when it's finished, but of course I didn't even started it yet. It's already laying around in my stash for about 1 year, and I think that would be very nice time to start it. So the company that created this design called Blackberry Lane Designs, and they sell just the pattern. Inside is the pattern and of course the key. I will not show you the key, but what I wanted to show you is this little embellishment pack, and it has this very cute camel. I think one can put it in here, so you can see this little camel is here. I would like to also finish it like this, like similar with the very beautiful golden cord, but as you can see it's really a lot of colors. I think it will take some time before it's ready, but at least I want to start it this season and see how far I can go. The next one is also holiday related. It's called Checking It Twice, from firma, from the company called Designs for the Needle. I didn't open it yet. I think it has everything inside, so you can see it's a lot of threads and also the materials inside. I'm not sure if I will stitch it on Aida. I will still think about it, but everything else is included. So all the threads, all materials, also design is there. Of course, again, it's a lot of work. I'm very optimistic if I want to start this project as well, but I like this design and I at least want to start it. I also know what I'm gonna do with the ready design when it's stitched with the finish. But yeah, it's still far away to talk about it. Yeah, and since I became the seasonal stitcher, I would really enjoy to continue a little bit more, bringing this Christmas spirit, this wonderful magical season a little more to my everyday life, even though I will not finish it, of course, very soon, but at least I can start. And since all materials are included, it's really nice project and I don't have to look for the threads and just can go directly. And let us not go too far away from the holiday mood. I want to introduce to you these two nice kits from a company called Love and Stitches, and I see this as a couple. So this project called Father Christmas, and this beautiful lady, it's called Mrs. Santa Claus, but I think they are a couple, so for me they will be Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus has a lot of stickers. I'm sorry for this. I would like to a little bit talk about such projects. I know not all people like this 3D cross-stitch figures, but I'm really a big fan, and I would like to show you also a little bit what's included in this kit. This pack is quite big. It has a lot of materials inside. Also, you can see this white thread. So like this, yeah, so this is for sure for the hair and for the beard of the Santa. It also has a lot of threads. Of course, they are not organized by the color, but it's not a problem. I can do that. I will enjoy it. It also has, you can see the material for the back. So the back is not stitched, just the front is stitched. And the nice wreath with the ribbon also included. So everything is inside. You can also see here is the material for Santa and for this nice bag. I think this is reindeer food. Yes, it says that it's reindeer food. So maybe nice small candy I can put inside for someone. Yeah, so Mrs. Santa has almost the same inside, but what I wanted to show you how this project looks when they're ready. So I have already one stitched 3D toy like this, so it's a little bit bigger, so you can see. I like it very, very much. I used the pattern from this book, so it's called A Merry Christmas in Cross Stitch. So you can see this very nice lady, it's on the front. I added all this nice star buttons, so they're very cute. And this also on her head. It's planned like this, so it's not my invention. I just made it golden. And from this book, I would also like to stitch Santa as well. So in my case, this is felt. And I stitch also the back, so it's planned only as the same style. So just the front you stitch, and you can cover it with any material you would like to, but I just continue to do this nice skirt. I really like how it turned out to be. You can also put it standing. I like that I can put it next to my Christmas tree. And I would like to show you also the project that I'm doing right now. And here how they look together. So this is kind of bigger toys that I like to stitch. And the guys from these two kits that I just showed, they will look more or less the same. So I would be able to put them next to my Christmas tree or decorate the other spots in my apartment. So I like them very much, and of course it will last some time. I don't know if I will finish them very soon. It's not a lot of stitching, but you also have to create the hair, the beard, the wreath, everything. So it's a lot of work anyway. So, but they are definitely in my list for this season. And let's go further. And here we have a little bear collection. So this is such a kit from Sunset Needlepoint. It's called Beatrice Bear. I'm kind of sure that it's not stitched with the cross stitch, but with the goblin stitch. You can also see that the threads that are inside, they are made from wool, and they are rather thick. It also has inside this nice ribbons. I think one need it for the decoration, so with these flowers, and also this ribbon is here. I'm not sure if this is stitched or if this is really somewhere inside. I didn't see it. I think it's actually stitched, but let's see. So I like this idea. Again, I'm a little 3D cross stitch fan. I like to put something to stuff the toys, and yeah, this is a lot of me. But let's see if I can at least start it. I think everything is also included, so it won't be too long to really sort all the materials and just try it. And here is the first bear, and second one is this nice polar bear from Joy Sunday. Yeah, I don't know, it's a rather big project, but I also bought it last year already and still didn't start it, because every time, like, winter season is not too long in Germany where I live, and even now it's really nice weather, it's warm, and I don't want to miss this moment when I still feel a little winter vibes, and I would really like to start it. Some parts, of course, are not stitched, so you see all the materials should be included. Unfortunately, yeah, let's see if I can show you maybe what's inside. Yeah, I can open it. So a lot of threads, of course, and I think it's pre-printed on the canvas. Yeah, see? So for me, normally it's not beneficial, it's rather detrimental. I don't like to stitch on pre-printed canvas, but in this case I think the pattern is rather easy, and the pre-print is really nicely organized with the different colors, because if two similar colors are really the same, they look the same on the canvas, then that's difficult for me. But at least I would like to start. and have a little winter vibes prolonged for this season. And at least to start, like for me it's not a problem. I do not leave the projects unfinished, so it actually never happened until now. So even if it takes like years for me, I will not throw it away, I will not forget it. I still like the designs, and for me just that I need this vibe, and I do have this vibe right now for this polar bear, and I would like to start it. So let's see how far I can go. I think it's really realistic. So if I look at this picture, I really see like this bear is frozen. So can you see how he breathes this water out of his mouth? And this moon, like the whole picture, it's like bring this cold weather and this like freeze into my room right now. I'm looking at it and I'm really impressed. So I like how this picture designed. I think the cross stitch itself is also not very complicated. So for this particular project, and like the materials, you also see the threads, all the similar blue shades. It's really nice. I like it very much, and I think this will be a nice start for the new year. So this is now my second bear. And let's see who is the next one. And the third bear, it's another polar bear, but it's rather small, cute polar bear Christmas ornament. This embroidery kit is from a company called Klart. It is a Russian company, and it's not simply cross-stitched, it actually has a special stitch. If you see a little, so it's both-sided, so you have front and the back, you have to stitch both of them. And I like that this material, like it looks like it's a little plushy, yeah, fluffy. And this is called velvet stitch. I did already one stitch, like really small project with this velvet stitch, just to make myself feel secure that I can do that, and I did it. Instructions are actually included in the kit, so it's all right. I'm just afraid I forgot already how I did it last time, but it's not a problem to remember. And also the whole bear stitch really, like I think the cross stitch is only here. This scarf is also embroidered with the other stitches, so that it looks like it's knitted actually. And also the shoes. So I'm really looking forward. This toy is rather small, also the kit is not very big. So this is another stick inside included that you will need to create this velvet stitch. Also the eyes, I guess, this black beads are for the eyes, I guess. Yeah, so I'm sure it's not very difficult. What's also included, this thread is, I guess, called cloud thread. It's special plushy thread that gives this touch for the fur of the bear. But let's see how it will turn out. So actually, I have no idea. It looks really impressive. If you like this stuffed cross-stitch toys, I like them. But let's see what I will have in the end. It's still a lot of work. But as I said, I would like to start what I can and then see how far I can go. And of course, the winter season, it's not just the holidays, it's also some dark times actually. January and February, it's still cold, it's still rainy. In some places it's also snowy, but here in Germany where I live, it's rather rainy. So I have this special, this mood to stitch something like this, and I will show you also not this festive kits, but the other ones. And this picture looks exactly like my everyday in winter in Germany. So it's not really blue, it's rather gray and even green. No leaves, but some grass is still there. I mean, there's some birds around. I don't know if this was mentioned to be some river, like, yeah, or this is the seagulls, like what birds are those? But this mood of this project is so much like my everyday in January or February, coming to work. Like that looks literally like no joy in life. and that can be actually, yeah, that's fine. But this is also my life, and I want to like have it in, like I want to keep this moment. I mean, it's still fine, yeah. This is still beautiful. I like the shades, like how they put these shades. This is really impressive, and I like how they play with the colors, that the front tree looks really still bright, yeah, and the one on the back is fading away. It also has all the materials already included, so the threads and the Aida. I'm not sure, actually I always want to replace everything, like all the Aidas in the kits, to the different, even with fabrics that has no such a holes. I just use this material, like just Aida for toys, because you don't see anything anymore. You don't see these holes anymore. But yeah, like I like the color. I like that it's not white. It's a little like yellowish, beige a little bit. Maybe I will still think about it and use it. I don't know. Let's see. But this should be rather fast, I hope. Some parts are just left unstitched, just empty, and I never stitched anything from this company. You might know, of course, that it's from Denmark. It's very popular Denmark cross-stitch company that exists like really longer than 100 years. So it's quite impressive. It's really good quality, and I'm looking forward to start this kit and of course share with you how far I will go. And last two kits that I want to share with you is from a Ukrainian company that is called Crystal Art. So these two kits represent for me winter forest, or like late autumn, but in my eyes it's like really winter forest. And actually this kit is called winter forest, and this called foggy forest, yeah. And this one has also inside the beads, and I like it very much. So I already transferred the threads to the bobbins, so that's actually how I keep my threads. I like different bobbins. You don't have to use these nice ones, of course. So just how I did it for my project. And I stopped because I started to stitch. You can still see the hoop traces here. I started to stitch it here on the Aida, and as you can see, it's a lot of empty spaces here. So yeah, some of the forest, like the trees here, they are made just by empty space, right? And to me it looked, I directly want to replace everything with some other material where you don't see it so brutal. So I decided that I will rather choose the other fabric and start it again. Yeah, so that was my what I did. Actually, I cutted what I stitched. That was not so much, and now I want to restart it again with the other material. So it's really tender. I like this delicate shades, this changes of the color. So I don't want to see these holes. I don't know if anyone else except me will be able to see them, but I will definitely see them. So I don't want this. And I like this very much, and I want it to be very nice in the end for me, for my eyes. Of course I do it for myself. So this is something that I would also like to start very soon. And so here are all my 10 projects that I would like to start this winter season. I would like to stitch them as far as I can go, of course. I have ongoing projects that I would like to show you also. So they are not only these kits, but there are also some work in progress. And of course, if you have interest, if you like to see what I'm stitching, how these projects will go, of course you can follow me. But this is it for today, and I'm looking forward to see you in my next video. Bye bye!